Alright, so I ultimately passed on this film when it first came out. I wasn't that impressed by the trailers, they all looked kind of generic, and the January release date of the year it came out didn't help matters either. But after hearing a lot of really good word of mouth and realizing it has a 90% score on Rotten Tomatoes, I finally decided to check it out. And I'm so glad I did. I had a lot of fun with this movie. This feels like one of the family fantasy adventure movies you'd get in the early 2000s. Most specifically, the first three Harry Potter movies before they got really dark, back when Harry Potter had a sense of fun and whimsy. The kid actors are all really good. The story takes their Arthurian legends and puts them in modern day really well, mostly. And the action and fantasy elements are all really well done. I found myself really getting invested in this movie. My one complaint is maybe it does have a few too many modern references, and while none of them are cringy, they still feel out of place. Like, there's a scene where they're in this car chase, and they're driving away from these creatures that are attacking them, and the kid asks where the other kid learned to drive. She goes, "Oh, I learned about playing Mario Kart," and there's not a lot of those, but every time they do it, it does feel like they're trying to be hip and trendy, and I don't know. Harry Potter and Percy Jackson didn't really have anything like that, and that's why they worked. But I think this is a fantastic movie for all ages regardless. I can see this in about 15 years being talked about in the same vein as Harry Potter as one of the great fantasy kid movies. I think everyone involved did a really good job. It was fun, the action was really well done, the actors were all really good, and apart from, like I said, a few of the out-of-place modern references, I still think this could go down in history as one of the classics. So I would say The Kid Who Would Be King gets an A-, a 9 out of 10, and a 4 out of 5 stars.